Happy July 5th to everyone. Thank you for coming here and pre-liking the video. Just kidding. I just purchased my tickets to go see Antman and the Wasp, and to be honest, my expectations are low. The trailer, it just, I thought the first Ant-Man was funny. It's just not like what I want out of superhero movies. That doesn't mean the movie can't be and won't be a great success. It's just, I'm on the fence about too many gags. Like Deadpool is good, but I also, in my personal preference, like things to be a little more dark. I like some real stakes on the line. But we'll see. We'll see how they do. I'm interested in seeing it. And someone sent me a delicious article about how the actress that plays Wasp was totally radical. It was radical that she wanted the female character to act, now wait for it, female. Yes, there isn't much social justice juice around this video, so you can tell the shill media, the ones that use pop culture to subvert or to inject, their ideological beliefs, are really stretching to attach them to Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, you have a strong, powerful woman who don't need no man. You would think that sort of thing writes itself, but you'd be wrong. We have to dig deeper. We have to go deeper. So Eveline Lilly fought to make Ant-Man and the Wasp more radically feminine by some shitty journalist. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a madcap adventure of a movie about Scott Long learning to get out of Hope Van Dyne's way. Isn't that funny? The whole movie is about Ant-Man getting out of her way. Oh, boy. Ant-Man and the Wasp should just be called The Wasp and the Ant. We'll get to that in a minute. Actually, let's jump over there right now. Ant-Man and the Wasp should be called The Wasp and Ant-Man, which is why it's so good. Ant-Man and the Wasp move so fast it feels like it's over before it begins. Set over the course of 2 days in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's one of the most propulsive Marvel films to date. Where we left, Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, he had been captured and jailed for helping Captain America during Civil War. 2 years have passed since then, and now Scott is just about done with his FBI-mandated house arrest. His relationship with his daughter, Cassie, and ex-wife have improved, and he hasn't been in touch with Hank Pym or Hope Van Dyne in a long time. That, of course, is about to change. After establishing where everyone is in the MCU, Reed puts most of that aside and focuses on this thing. So anyway, you can read this, but, you know, I'm happy for them, but they always have to have their spin, right? They're celebrating that the male is basically taking a back seat to a female. Nobody really cares. The fact that you would celebrate that, I think, is more telling about where your head's at than where any of ours are, as just normie filmgoers. Now, I got into some shit the other day about in my Spider-Man video for not knowing deep lore, and I admit I am a bit of a normie with like Marvel superheroes, DC superheroes, but I've seen just about every movie and been watching cartoons and stuff like that since I was a little kid. I just don't know necessarily the deep lore. I am the target demographic. I'm the one that goes to the movies every time to watch and see these movies. Anyway, in a recent interview, unsurprisingly, Eveline Lilly is one of the major reasons this is indisputably factual statement. In a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter about her approach to bringing the Wasp to the big screen in all her heroic glory, Lilly was candid about her desire to portray a superhero who reads as undeniably feminine. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on. Whoa! Radical. Lilly was candid about her desire, even though the Marvel Cinematic Universe has, in the past, been defined by hulking men punching the hell out of one another. Lilly explained how bringing Hope's femininity to the fore was a top priority because she wanted audiences to understand that power comes in many forms. In her fight scenes, as trivial as it might seem, I really pushed and fought for her to fight with elegance, grace, and femininity. She moves differently than a man. I wanted her to have a signature style that little girls, like I was a feminine, girly little girl, would be able to fall in love with, emulate, or relate to their own movements. Wow. How long do we think before she's lambasted on social media as a gender traitor? As important as the message was, however, Lily was also understandably concerned that her advocating for making Hope a powerful, in-control woman character could lead to her being pigeonholed as difficult in the mind of fans who couldn't wrap their minds around such a character. Fuck you. Such a character. Fuck you. The implication here is that the fans of films, specifically superhero films, would view a strong, independent woman who don't need no man as annoying or bitchy or abrasive. That's total horseshit. This is not, it's like implied sexism. Nobody cares. If you don't write them like that, then nobody's going to think that. If you write them like a bitch, like a man or a woman, if you write them to be annoying, then they will be annoying. It has nothing to do with their gender. Even though this concerns mine, Lily was adamant about using her role as Hope to buck tradition. Even though there's a clip of Lily commenting on the fact that male actors complain too much about their superhero costumes is making the rounds, what she's saying here is important in a way that can't be understood. One of the main reasons we had to wait so long for a big-budget superhero film headlined by women is that people still make the assumption that women are not and cannot be powerful. That is absolute fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I went and saw Wonder Woman. Didn't even think twice about it. Movie looked great. Movie was pretty good. It's so frustrating to read social media just attacking, well, I suppose probably just men, but maybe just men and women. There's no evidence of this, at least not presented here, that there was just no strong superhero woman because people didn't like strong women. That is a unsupported, unsubstantiated assumption to fit, of course, this author's apparent ideology. I think we know what it is. Continues. Especially if said power doesn't conform to the ideas about those concepts that we assign to men. Men are stronger than women. Sorry, that's a biological fact. Something this actress probably would agree with. As wild as it may seem, it's still a radical act for someone to posit that femininity can be, and most often is, modality of strength and brilliance, especially when we're talking about depictions of women in pop culture. So this article reads to me like they're desperate about, to have her be this feminist ideologue, and she wasn't. At least not that what I saw now. And they stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch to inject their ideology. And the best they could basically do at the end was go see this movie 'cause woman. Not because of the action, not because of the dialogue, not because of the storyline, not because of anything other than woman. Now, I did check this interview on the men. I've been hearing Marvel male superheroes complain about their suits for years. I got into my suit and was wearing it, working it, doing my thing. And I was like, it's just not that bad, she said. Do I have the most comfortable suit in the MCU? Or she continued by holding up her high-heeled foot to the camera. Have men not had the life experience of being uncomfortable for the sake of looking good? And so apparently that made some people salty. You know, she's probably not wrong, but I'm guessing a latex suit cramming your balls into your groin is probably what most of the men are complaining about. I really haven't heard of this. This must be Inside Baseball or Actor Talk, but I haven't heard of it. But I can imagine that having my balls crushed and smashed up all day long probably wouldn't be good. And in general, most females that I know don't have balls. So maybe that's what it's about. I don't know. But it's funny to watch the media stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch, try to ruin films, try to co-opt the narrative to push their own, as you saw with this article. So I'll let you know probably on Twitter. Follow me at twitter.com/thecording what I think of the film. It'll probably be okay. Definitely a matinee film, not a full price evening film in my opinion, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be blown away. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back later today with the second one, hopefully.